Picture a figure lurking in the shadows saying little, but every word he speaks cuts through the noise like a blade. That's Batman. He's a man of few words, but each one carries weight. His silence isn't just for mystery, it's a strategy. Why does he speak so sparingly? What power lies in saying less? Today we'll dive into the wisdom behind Batman's silence and how he uses it as a tactical advantage both against his enemies and to sharpen his focus. In the world of superheroes, words can be weapons, but they can also be distractions. Batman's genius lies not only in what he says, but in what he doesn't. His choice to stay silent isn't a lack of communication. It's a calculated decision. When Batman speaks, he makes sure his words count. He's not just listening to others, he's observing, learning, and always thinking a few steps ahead. One of Batman's core principles is that silence is a form of power. In a city like Gotham, filled with noise, chaos, and distraction, staying quiet allows him to blend into the background and observe. When he does speak, his words carry a sense of authority. Villains like the Joker, Riddler, and Penguin often try to bait him into long exchanges. But Batman knows that talking too much plays into their hands. By using silence, he controls the pace of conversation, forcing his enemies to reveal their plans while he remains an enigma. But Batman's strategic use of words isn't just a tactic for confronting enemies, it's a reflection of his deeper philosophy. He understands that in a world of constant chatter, people often speak without meaning. Batman knows that true communication doesn't require a flood of words. His silence allows him to think more clearly, avoiding rash decisions. Whether in a tense interrogation or a critical moment on the battlefield, Batman's measured responses demonstrate his mastery over emotion and impulse. In many ways, Batman's silence is a sign of self-control. He doesn't let anger, fear, or frustration dictate his words. Even in moments of extreme danger, he remains calm, speaking only when it serves his mission. Consider his interactions with his allies. He doesn't over-explain or waste time with unnecessary details. He gives them exactly what they need to know. No more, no less. This efficiency not only keeps his team focused, but also highlights his role as a leader. Silence in Batman's world isn't emptiness, it's precision. Every word is a tool, carefully chosen for maximum impact. His enemies are often caught off guard, expecting him to talk or react more than he does. But that's where Batman excels, in making his enemies uncomfortable with the unknown. They can't predict what he'll do or say next, which keeps them on edge. This unpredictability is a key element of his strategy, one that gives him the upper hand in many confrontations. There's also a personal side to Batman's silence. Bruce Wayne, the man behind the mask, has experienced profound loss. The death of his parents left him with emotional scars that words alone can't express. Instead of venting his pain verbally, Batman channels it into action. His silence often speaks louder than any words ever could. It reflects the weight of the responsibility he carries and the sacrifices he makes to protect Gotham. For Batman, silence is not just about speech, it's about listening. Whether it's the subtle sound of footsteps in an alley or the quiet shift in someone's voice, Batman's ability to listen makes him a more effective detective and crime fighter. His silence sharpens his senses, allowing him to notice details others miss. In this way, silence becomes a superpower, helping him stay ahead of both allies and foes. In a world full of noise, Batman reminds us that silence is golden. By saying less, he achieves more. He teaches us the value of restraint, patience, and choosing our words wisely. In our everyday lives, we can apply the same wisdom. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is remain silent and let our actions speak for us. So, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by noise, ask yourself, what would Batman do? Would he engage in endless chatter, or would he use the power of silence to command attention, gain control, and win the day?